For FSBO, there's a, you'll see here, it's a lot of you find the deal, you run the comms, you'll find the boots on the ground, you negotiate, you and the seller coordinate, so on and so forth. So as I mentioned before, most agents are not inclined to finding these deals because they don't want to do the extra work, right? So you're going to have to find a deal yourself, and we're going to go over a bunch of those later on in these slides. I have different sources for that. You run the comps. It's not as easy as calling them up again. Hey, comps. A few minutes later, you have an email sent to you with 3 comps, and you just move on from there. Whereas if you do it yourself, you're on Zillow, you're calculating it yourself. You don't, if you're newer, you're not sure if you're doing correctly or not. Also, you find the boots on the ground, right? Again, agents, they'll typically walk properties for free. If you send out your GC and you don't close on the property, maybe you'll pay a fee. Definitely, again, inspectors, you're gonna pay a fee. Negotiation, if negotiations aren't your strong suit, it is maybe not be in your favor or of interest to do a FSBO. Also, you and the seller will be coordinating the inspection. Again, you're going to see later in my example, there's a lot of communication. You and the seller need to be in touch with each other constantly. You'll be in touch with inspectors, GCs, PMs, title companies, so on and so forth. So at the end of all of this, you and the seller are going to be best friends or worst of enemies. So after looking at all of this, you're probably wondering, why in the world would I want to do a FSBO? It looks like a lot of stress. Why do that? I can just have the agents do it for me, right? Well, it really depends on your perspective. So I like to look at it the other way. I truly believe that my skill sets and knowledge and experience puts me above a lot of these agents, like 99.9% of that. I can guarantee that I can find a lot of these deals way better than they can. I can definitely negotiate terms and deals way better than them. And I have proven that I can definitely close on properties without them. So yeah, you find the deals. You'll find the deals. You're going to run the comps on. One of the things that you're going to notice, or one of the things that you have to realize, that is agents work on commission. So they want to get paid. So they're going to be extremely biased when it comes to a lot of these things. So like pulling comps, they may not be looking for your best interests. They could pull comps that make this deal look amazing just so you can close and they can make this money, right? You find the boots on the ground. I can guarantee that I have a lot of GCs, or I have a great network where I can have them walk the property and I trust them way more than I trust the agents. I get to negotiate. I'm put in front of these sellers and I'm able to work on my own terms. Or you'll notice a lot of times that on a regular deal, it has to close as a finance deal or a cash offer. Whereas if I'm put in front of the seller myself, I can do creative terms. I can do seller finance. I can do sub 2 and all that. Excuse me. So yes, you and the seller will coordinate. And to be honest with you, it's not hard. After going through all this, it seems like it seems difficult, but all you have to do is just call people, just be the connector, right? So it's really not that difficult. You save on fees. That's another big thing about all of this is typically the fees are around 6% during these transactions, and that's split between the buyers and the sellers. So I actually I use that as a leverage. So let's say they wanted to cancel. They mentioned that they want to go with a seller's agent and relist again. So you just bring up, hey, you're going to get charged 3% on a $200,000 deal. That's $6,000. So my deal still looks more appealing if I want a $5,000 reduction, right? So you can play that card.